Level 100. Pinnacle of power for a Pokemon. Very few Pokemon ever reach this level. This is a series of videos in which I push Pokemon's levels to the absolute limit by raising them to 100 in unconventional ways and environments. Because, more or less, I'm crazy. This is the Level 100 Gauntlet. I hope you enjoy. Shiny Pokemon. It's amazing how something as simple as an incredibly rare palette swap adds so much more depth to a series of games that I already consider infinitely replayable. I've been hunting shinies for a few years now, and I've been having more fun with Pokemon games than I ever have before. I've always wanted to incorporate shiny hunting into a level 100 gauntlet. That is, training Pokemon to level 100 only off of wild shiny Pokemon. But this concept always felt a little bit too unrealistic to me. Until Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came along and literally opened up whole new worlds of possibilities for it with the Ultra Warp Ride mechanic. So let's talk about this Ultra Warp Ride minigame that makes this feel so possible. Pretty much, you hitch a ride on the legendary Solgaleo or Lunala and ride through Ultra Space and get sucked into wormholes where you find wild Pokemon. Cool, right? What's even cooler is that sometimes these wormholes lead to shiny Pokemon at arguably some of the best odds in the entire series. These wormholes come in 5 different colors, and the white wormholes always lead to Ultra Beasts. We're actually going to avoid these during the Gauntlet if possible, because in order for an Ultra Beast to be shiny, it has to be soft reset at the regular shiny odds. You also have a small chance of encountering a legendary in all the other wormholes, and for shininess they work the same way, so we're going to ignore those too. So we're going to be focused on entering the red, blue, yellow, and green wormholes. And as I say this, I realize that these are the same colors as the first-gen games. Go figure. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee confirmed! Not really. And in these wormholes, we can find these 20 specific Pokemon. In terms of shininess, these specific Pokemon work in a pretty unique way. Their shininess is determined the second you enter the wormhole instead of when you start the actual encounter. So if I enter a wormhole, save the game, and end up encountering one of these Pokemon as a shiny, I can soft reset as many times as I want before the encounter, and the Pokemon will always be the same color. This is perfect for this gauntlet because it guarantees I can record the sparkles on every single shiny without having to continuously be recording my game the whole time. These Pokemon also always appear at a whopping level 60, so I'll always be gaining a lot of experience from catching them, even at the higher levels, with 7th Gen's level-based experience gain formula. So now I guess let's talk about the really good odds we'll be dealing with here. The Ultra Warp Ride rewards you with better chances of encountering rare things at longer distances in light years, so I'm going to almost always want to go as far as possible. The further you go, you'll start to see more wormholes with rings around them. The more rings a wormhole has, the better the chance of finding a legendary or shiny will be. Real quick, here are all the probabilities for each type of wormhole at different light year distances, maxing out at 5,000 light years. Note that the 3-ring blooming wormholes will always contain a legendary unless you've captured all possible legendaries from that color of wormhole, and wormholes without rings will always have a 1% chance of a shiny regardless of distance. Keep in mind that in context, a 1% chance at a shiny is still crazy good. What I consider to be the next fastest method for this gauntlet, fish chaining in the 6th Gen games, maxes out at a little over a 1% chance only after you hit a fixed chain of 20. Which requires much more setup than just hopping on the back of a legendary and entering another dimension. Go figure that doing that would one day require less effort than going fishing. So what Pokemon am I going to use for this? If I'm going to train a Pokemon to level 100 only off of wild shinies, I better be using a shiny Pokemon myself. I think I'm going to go with Feebas because it's part of the erratic experience group, which requires the least amount of experience to reach level 100. And also, we can take full advantage of the level-based experience formula, since the erratic experience group Pokemon level up more slowly at the lower levels. So, I spent a pretty large portion of January hatching Feebas eggs. I did this on my regular Pokemon Sun instead of my Ultra Sun, so I could take full advantage of the trait experience boost gain. After all, I'm going to need as many experience boosts as I can get for this. The shiny Feebas didn't hatch without a fight. After 24 boxes of eggs, plus an extra 99 released Pokemon, on January 14th, my shiny Feebas finally hatched. Today is January 14th, and I have a shiny Feebas on my screen right now. I've spent like the past week hatching these things. I'm about to count how many it took, but I'm happy to have some closure to this and have it, so we can finally get to the gist of our gauntlet. Today's January 15th, I guess we could call it day one. Since today's the day I'm actually going to start leveling for the first time. I have no idea how many Pokemon I'm going to be able to find for this today. And also I really don't have a good estimate at all as how many this challenge is going to take overall. So let's just see how many I can find in one day and see what kind of progress we can make. The first day of progress was nothing to sneeze at. I began my journey into the galaxies. The Ultra Galaxies, and I began a journey of bobbing and weaving through different weird orb things and avoiding wormholes I didn't want to go in on what would become possibly one of the most arduous journeys of my entire life. But luckily, on my very first wormhole, I found a shiny Heliolisk. So I soft reset the game. And by the way, I'm starting this out at a playtime of 42 hours and 55 minutes. Let's see what time I finish at. And I used a Rotom power that you can get in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to boost experience points. I don't have too many of these, and I don't come across them too often. But I figure that it's pretty important to use it on the first burst of experience that we get in order to try and get off the best start possible. So, the strategy that I'm going to be using for all of these shinies is just see if I can catch it in a quick ball, and if I don't, I soft reset again because, you know, I have like infinite tries of these things. So we got our Heliolisk. Not a bad start. And thus begun one of the longest level up sequences of my life. That level up alone took up like half the Rotom Power's time. Let's see if we can find another shiny in the period before it runs out. Highly doubtful, but you never know with these odds. And throughout the day, I found many, many more shinies. It's been pretty difficult trying to figure out the format in which I'm going to show all of these captures. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out showing a little bit more detailed encounters like you're seeing now. And then over time, kind of cutting it down a little bit, just the sparkles and then the experience gain. Because I'd rather spend more time in editing cutting down the captures than spend more of your time having you have to sit through the entire capture of over 100 shiny Pokemon. Spoiler alert, I have to catch over 100 shiny Pokemon in this gauntlet. So yeah, kick back and enjoy the rest of day one. Also, ahead of time, I'm going to apologize for a lot of my garbage camera work. I worked on this gauntlet whenever and wherever I could. So sometimes I had to just hold my camera, and sometimes it's really shaky. But this also led to some really cool shots later on, so no regrets. I love what it does with its mouth there. It's pretty crazy. End of day one. Really didn't actually play all that much at all, but I still managed to get 6 shinies, and we are at level 40 right now. And I believe we're about 13% of the way to level 100. So we got some good mileage off of 6 shinies. Let's just keep going at it and gradually get this all done. It's a new day tomorrow. It's supposed to possibly snow, so I'm hoping to see some snow. That'd be crazy because I live in Louisiana where we hardly ever get it. I might just enjoy a nice snow day playing some of this. Whenever I'm not out there, of course. And on the 16th, it snowed. It snowed and it snowed and it snowed. All morning and all afternoon, it snowed. And because it was snowing, and snow is obviously precipitation, I didn't bring my 3DS out with me into the snow. I'd probably freeze my fingers off anyway if I tried to play it. But I got some really cool footage. When I was all tuckered out from being in the snow, I caught some Pokemon. Day 3 of the challenge, day 2 of the snow, which is actually crazy because we hardly ever see snow stick here. It hasn't even gotten above freezing yet here, so we're actually still seeing the snow in the sunshine, which is insane. It's crazy. It's even brought me to wear pants, and I never wear long pants. I usually live that youngster life, comfy and easy to wear, shorts. Gonna get in a little bit of hunting today whenever I get sick of being out here, but for now I just want to take in the view.
Instead of 3D model of a tiger, I got to see this. That's it. We beat the game. How can you top that?
My new personal record. I have now hit the same level as the wild Pokemon that I'm fighting. And I'm about a third of the way there right now in terms of experience. We're making pretty good progress. It's still going to be a very slow gauntlet finished over a few days. I'm not going to have much time to play tomorrow because I'm actually going to be driving like 6 hours total for a job interview. but I'm just gonna keep on grinding whenever I get the time. Crushed the job interview, and that changed the pacing of this gauntlet a lot, but I'll get into that more later. It's another day. I haven't done too much hunting lately. This is a very involved gauntlet. Like, I can hardly watch anything, like truly watch anything whenever I'm working on this because I have to be so focused on the wormholes and stuff. So I've mostly been listening to music. And I think it's about good time for me to actually Twitch stream some of this again. I haven't streamed in like 3 years, I think, since like my metronome gauntlet. So I'm about to try this out. I think it's going to be pretty fun. So let's stream for a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't have a 3DS capture and I don't have song requests going right now either. This is like one of the most basic streams. I don't have like Streamlabs either. Oh, well, okay, what was the song request? I can't open links right now. But,
So much to do, so much to see, 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 so much to do, so much to see.
Dude, what's up? Ooh, there's a shiny Grumpig. Nice. That makes it 25 now. Heck. Just throw a quick ball and it works. I think I've only had like the Pokemon breakout one time now. Oh yeah, the Pax played. Oh, there's shiny Altarian. Nice. That's 2 shinies in a row. Sick. And there's a shiny Swanna. Very nice. We're just cruising along right now. Just gonna throw Pokeballs at it without weakening it like a caveman. Oh, there's another Altaria. Cool. We're getting these at a pretty good rate tonight. Well, 63. Gonna hopefully get through this sometime in the next few weeks. At this pace, it's probably gonna take a couple more weeks to finish this. So many sets. Oh, and there's shiny Grumpig. There is what's gonna be our last shiny for the night. And that is our last shiny of the night. Another pig. I think I'm going to save and go to bed now. I'm pretty tired. Good night. After so much was done and so much was seen, I had even more things to do and see. I got the job, so I made another road trip to find a new place to live. Also around this time, I did another Rumble weekend, and Crystal for Virtual Console released, so I hunted some pink onion fairies. Oh my gosh, shiny Celebi! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Then, in early February, I moved to my new place and started my job. This Pokestop is called Fletcher's Polls. It looks like right now, I really am Pokemon going to the polls. In case it's not obvious, the days between shinies are a lot more spread out now, because I rarely got a chance to spend more than an hour or two working on this every couple days. Progress was slow, but it was progress, so I kept pressing on. Finally, our first Audino. I've been wanting one of these for a while on here because they're a goldmine of experience compared to all the other ones, but I haven't found any. So I'm going to be using this Roto EXP points to ensure I get maximum EXP out of this battle. Audinos are like little blessings for this challenge. They promise some good levels. Alright, let's see how much EXP we really get from this. It might be underwhelming. 16,000. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that for sure.
East of the sun and west of the moon, we'll build a dream house of love, dear. Near to the sun in the day, near to the moon at night. We'll live in a lovely way, dear, living on love in the pale moonlight. Just you and I, forever and a day. Love will not die, we'll keep it that way. Up above the stars we'll find a harmony of life to a lovely tune. East of the sun and west of the moon, dear. East of the sun and west of the moon.
Today is April 22nd right now. What's up, everyone? You can see me in the reflection, kind of. 11-year anniversary of Diamond and Pearl in America. That's kind of cool. But this Pokemon right here is the 20th unique Pokemon and the last one in the series of Pokemon that you can find through the wormholes for me to capture for this quest. Cool. In my opinion, this is a kind of fun quest on its own to try and get all 20 of these. And so, with that Abomasnow, let's check out what our Milotic is at. And we are at 375,322 out of the needed 600,000 at level 79.
East of the sun and west of the moon, we'll build a dream house of love, dear. Near to the sun in the day, near to the moon at night. We'll live in a lovely way, dear.
April 28th. I just got a new TV, which is pretty slick. So I'm trying it out in the best way possible while working on this.
We'll keep it that way. Up among the stars we'll find a harmony of light to a lovely tune. East of the sun and west of the moon, dear. East of the sun and west of the moon. Fa la 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 la.
So now we're 70 shinies in, and in the month of May. Did a lot of interesting stuff in the month of May.
Alright, so right here we have a caution alligator. These alligators are very cautious and they're known to save hundreds of thousands of people every year because they're so cautious.
Caution alligators are one of the most...
But unfortunately for most of the month, making good progress on this gauntlet was not on the list of things I was doing. My pace was pretty slow comparatively to other months.
really picked up slack on Memorial Day weekend. I had an extra day off work and I went back home to visit my family. And being back where I was where I started this gauntlet and mostly just kind of sitting around chatting with family, I was able to make a ton of progress in just that weekend. I also made the realization that I needed more Roto EXP boosts in order to complete this gauntlet in a timely manner. So I paid more attention to the Roto Lotto and got those. And I think that really paid off too. Also, I had a cold and I really couldn't do much else, so I think that also kind of helped. After spending a lot of time and energy on Safari Week in the first part of June, I came back to this gauntlet full force in the latter half of it.
SGDQ is on for the summer, and I remember hatching eggs for the beginning of this gauntlet back during AGDQ. So, and that was back in January. It's been a long time since I've started this. I'm so looking forward to getting it over with. Been making some good, steady progress, though. I think I've said that probably a billion times, but look at this. I've made it to level 96. We're so close to the finish line. Yeah, we still have a lot to go. So let's catch this Nuzleaf. Just keep on grinding it out. Gonna watch some speedruns tonight. Really looking forward to watching Cuphead and Celeste. Both of those are fantastic names. One more level to go. Can't believe I've actually made it this far. Holy moly. Got a kind of strange scenario right here. I'm level 99 right now and I'm only 5,000 experience away from level 100, but I don't want this to be the last Pokemon that I fight for the Gauntlet. I have plans for another kind of special way to end this off. So by removing the lucky egg, I should hopefully get under the amount what I originally had. I believe I'd get like around 6,557 if I have the lucky egg attached. Perfect. And now we're just a few tiny experience points away from finishing this off. And boy, we're going to finish this off in a crazy way. Also, this speedrun of blue and yellow at the same time with one controller is insane. The amount of precision and control and planning to be navigating menus and moving around at the same time is incredible. Alright, starting from this box, we have collected 114 shiny Pokemon. 115 if you count the Milotic that I started this challenge with. One Pokemon remains for me to obtain to reach level 100. And it's gonna be a crazy one too, folks. Let's end this on a bang.
So, I hopped on Solgaleo's back one more time, and I aimed to go for a white wormhole. We're gonna catch a shiny Full Odds Ultra Beast. Yeah, I might have hyped it up a little bit too much, but it's still a pretty cool hunt. And I think I'm going to be going for a nice shiny yellow Nihilego. And so the soft resetting journey began.
a problem right there already. Oh my gosh, shiny Pheromosa! 1198 soft resets. Heck yeah. So this isn't my Gauntlet shiny, but this is still a really cool thing to find. Dude. I noticed that right away. How am I gonna get a good snap of this? That is the worst snap of it. Oh yeah, using my phone would be good. No, that is a picture of my Persian. It's still on my Persian. Well, great. That's its face, but like it's not showing the body, which is the actual part. That's okay. Okay, now let's catch this thing. It's going to be incredibly difficult, as all Ultra Beasts are. It'll be a lot easier if we remove the rubber band from the system first. Let's throw this beast ball. I'm gonna find my rubber band because it flew off and went on the floor somewhere. Oh, it actually broke out of the ball. Imagine that. It's buzzing on us. With bug buzz. Shout out to Cat Up. It held on with 1 HP through, like, the Pokemon or a me thing. Third ball. Nice. We caught question mark, question mark, question mark. My favorite Pokemon. I think I'm gonna make this part of the Gauntlet video. Yeah. I mean, it was found as a byproduct of hunting for the Gauntlet. Regular Machoke. And shiny Pheromosa. That looks so cool. It's like so subtle outside of the legs. And that's one of the cool things about it. Let me look at this and refresh real quick too. Oh, she's just on the bottom screen here. Might be different when it zooms in. Nope, she's only on the bottom screen. Sassy. Well, not describing the nature, but describing the actual, like, mannerisms of the Pokemon itself. Let's check the actual nature now, and let's see how close it is to being sassy. Alright, this Spree Marcanine's guess is timid. Let's see what this Pheromosa is. And she is quiet. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let's go get this Nihiligo now. Oh my gosh, shiny Nihiligo! Oh, that looks so good! 2,399 soft resets! Dude, I was looking over at my Blitzel hunt, and I looked over and I was about to hit the start button, and then I see just like this pure yellow. Oh, that's so cool. Let's put an end to this level 100 Gauntlet right now with this sick shiny. Yeah. Alright, this is hopefully going to be an easy capture with a beast ball, knock on wood. Caught it. First ball. Nice. Those beast balls are so good. And there we go. We have reached level 100 using only shinies. And it has been a 6-month-long journey to get here. Almost 7 now that it's July. But what a journey it has been, and what a way to end it with this and that Pheromosa that we got along the way. Oh, so sick. I love the Ultra Beasts. Oh. Sick. I'm gonna save. I want to pet its hat. It likes being pet on the hat. Very cool. Yeah, I don't want to become possessed by it. That would be bad. All right, let's check this thing out in a battle now. All right, and we have a regular Pokemon on the horizon, a regular Furfrou. And our shiny Nihilego. Incredible. And with this gauntlet complete now, we are at a playtime of 109 hours and 18 minutes. At current time of recording, I don't quite remember what I started at, but I'm sure I'll have that in the video. And thus puts an end to this crazy level 100 gauntlet. I don't think my next challenge is going to be something of this caliber, but I still have hundreds of shinies out there to hunt, and I'm sure there are also hundreds of ways for me to raise Pokemon to level 100 that I still need to explore. So I look forward to trying those out, and I hope you enjoy coming along for the ride. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.